When we talk about the digital finance world, many people just think about, say, Bitcoin, they think about cryptocurrency, blockchain. But I feel that the best way to look at this is from the point of entrepreneurship. If you are an entrepreneur, it really doesn't matter what you are into, as long as it's virtuous and legit. You would apply the entrepreneurial skills. For many people that I have met, the moment you talk about the digital finance space, oh, I don't think I have the brain for that. And then the next question I ask them is, do you have the brain to make some money to take care of you and your family? And yeah. As I say, why don't we talk about you making some money and taking care of your family, all right? So that's pretty much what's important for us to think about. So I was having a conversation earlier today, and before I made this video, and so I realized that we've done quite a number of things, right? For me, when I ventured into this space, I thought I knew a lot, but I didn't know anything. I was just, I was just, I was just empty. We went into control finance as a program that brought some guys that put something together and said they would be trading for us and they'll be giving us some percentage. Those were the early days when we were hearing about percentages and compounding. And we said, whoa, I don't have to do anything. I just put my money down there and they'll be giving me some percentage. A friend of mine contacted me from Abuja and told me about it, and we went into it. A few months down the line, boom, it just, well, they started with that. The website was being managed and all of that, was being maintained, but that was the end of it. Before that, we had spoken to a number of people who have also joined with us because we were getting the money. And the funny part is that we were getting the money, but we weren't getting the money out because there was another layer, and the layer was that when you make the money, when you compound your profit, you make more profit. So you ask yourself, why do I need to get it out? None of us, I don't think any one of us even tried to get our money out, or even if we tried, maybe very few. And then we were also doing, if you wanted to get your money, some of the programs will say it's peer-to-peer and all that stuff. We then later, at some point, I think I got involved with USI Tech. That was after a lot of pressure. I got involved with USI Tech. We were buying, I've forgotten all this stuff. We were buying packages after packages, one package after the other, to keep accumulating. What was always in our mind was just accumulating. I think many of us were not thinking about protecting. Because if you are building something that's going to be successful, or you're building your financial, something financial for you and your family, your wealth and all that, you need to learn to accumulate, and then you also need to learn to protect. So many of us were not protecting. Of course, we didn't even know those principles that we needed to protect and all that. We didn't know that. Then I think at some point we went into the Bitcoin network, and then I also got involved with briefly with Bit Club Advantage. I can't remember those names. None of these things work. None of them. I remember vividly getting involved with AGAM Questra. We were talking about they came with this story of, it was mutual fund. They were doing investments for us, and that the headquarters was in, is it Cape Verde? I can't remember exactly now. And then they also had their European counterparts. And then one day we woke up, and we usually would withdraw our money, get paid on Tuesdays. And one Tuesday was to make a withdrawal. After so much of compounding and not taking the money out, because I wanted to buy, is it the purple package or the black package? If you've been there before, you understand all this crazy stuff we're in. And that Tuesday, nothing was working. The website was undergoing maintenance. And I panicked because there was so much in there. And what we figured out was that, boom, another company has bought over the company, AGAM, and then they were trying to do some handover, this, that. We were doing all the research. boom, 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 boom. Nothing worked at the end of the day. Some of us came together, we're going to get international lawyers to pursue them and all that crazy stuff. Nothing came out of that. Oh, what again do I remember? And then I remember, okay, Pay Diamond. Oh, and then we did all the research, we did all the stuff. We would plot the graph, we would go online, check online. There were documents, so to speak, showing that this company was mining diamond, plenty stuff. And then we figured at some point that, well, for me, the red flag was when I wanted to withdraw and they gave me the name of someone. I was actually recruited by a friend in Kenya. I was from Kenya, and she spoke about it. I had a team then, and then I put her on speaker and I said, look, I'm recording this stuff and my team is listening to you. I hope that this is genuine. And before then, I've heard about Pay Diamond again and again. I wasn't just paying attention because I was focused on coaching, training people, learning and development. So I said I wasn't going to refer anyone to do any business. But I kept hearing about Pay Diamond, and I decided to, okay, so let me give it a shot. Then I also spoke to my team, and some of us got in. But the first red flag was when I figured I wouldn't be able to withdraw my money directly from the company. I needed to pass through some ways to get somebody who was, in my upline. One guy, I can't remember his name, was it Friday or so? I can't remember what his name was. That he was then going to make payments to the rest of us. For me, that was a red flag, but I ignored it. Again, this is what I needed to know. Whenever you're going into a business venture and there's a red flag, there's a question you don't have an answer to, please don't ignore it. I have ignored lots of questions like that, and it did hurt me. Don't ever ignore it. Ask questions. Be sure that you are okay. You want to take this risk. So I went all there, and then one day they came up with a coin. They called it market coin, and we will need to transit from one point to another. Imagine when a community had a coin, and the coin in the community was more expensive than what it was outside the community. In the market there, open market. That was really crazy. That was really frustrating. And yeah, which one do I remember? Look, I remember OneCoin. We went into a company called OneCoin. We're promoting OneCoin, a particular coin. And then that also, we got some people, we went in there, putting so I personally put a lot of money in there, hoping that the coin was going to come. Well, sometimes in our hearts, we just feel maybe some of these things might just come back. But there's a part of you that tells you, don't fool yourself, these things are gone. All right? All these things I've mentioned, the reason I'm mentioning this to you is to also let you understand that I've been there. I'm not saying these things because someone told me. I've been there, lost money. And that's why when I talk about not giving your money to people, I'm very passionate. And did you notice that some of these opportunities, so-called opportunities I've mentioned to you, they promote one thing. It's either they're promoting a particular coin, or they are promoting just one thing. It could be gold, it could be diamond, something. They're just promoting one thing. And then something goes wrong. And secondly, they encourage you to give them your money. Then thirdly, they also, with the mind that with the promise that they're going to give you some return on investment. And then thirdly, have you noticed, number 3, that many a times you can't withdraw your money yourself. You would have to pass through a process, peer-to-peer. Somebody would have to register for you to go. If that is happening wherever you are, if you're in any company and that's happening right now, you need to think, ask yourself very well, are you sure I want to continue to be here? Okay, promoting one stuff, I have to pass through some ways to get my money. It's not like it's straightforward, and then I have to give them my money to do business for me and pay me some peanuts. You need to ask yourself, we've suffered these things from 2016, 2017 till date. Many people are still suffering. Many people have not recovered. Recovery is not just physical or material. Recovery sometimes is psychological and emotional. You lose friends, you lose relationships. So many of us did these things without knowing, but now you know. Why would you keep doing that? And then have you also noticed another thing is that is common about these companies that I have mentioned is, okay, I said they promote one thing, maybe it could be a coin or something. So in the case of a particular digital asset, I'm asking people, why should you focus on promoting a particular digital asset when you can actually gain the knowledge and play in the entire digital market space and get your assets and have control over them? Why would you not rather involve yourself in a community where you are not tied to people? You just show them where they can actually get the knowledge if you desire to show them. But if you decide not to show anyone, you just get the knowledge and apply it, and you have total control of your funds. I mean, it just makes sense. So when people say, okay, I don't want to be involved, I just want somebody to do it for me, you are just praying to break down again. Now, another reason you need to pay attention to probably what we're talking about is that do you realize that if you go anywhere, if you're a business person, you go anywhere, you buy something, by the time you get to your shop, especially if you're in Nigeria, your office, your shop or something, the value of that thing you have bought is probably has gone down because of the inflation, the effect of inflation on the naira. Then by the time you sell it and somebody pays you, the naira is already lower than the value that it had maybe at the time that you went into originally bought that thing. Then if you are an employee and you probably got your employment contract says you'll be paid, say, 150,000 naira or maybe 200,000 naira, and maybe that happened somewhere in April or May when the exchange rate, I can't remember right now, but maybe around 400, 430. Today that the exchange rate, many of us are buying at, say, 550. You realize that the value of your salary has actually dropped. Okay, so have you paused to ask yourself the effects of the eroding economy on your personal, the eroding macro economy on your personal economy, based on the fact that you earn in a currency that is eroding so fast? I have nothing against the naira. I'm a guy that is more focused on personal economy. I also do know that the personal economy will not thrive without a macro economy, without so you can't do everything by yourself. But we live in a space where most of the things that we do by ourselves. So why don't you rather think about earning in a stronger currency? If you earn $10, if you earned $100, let's say sometime in April, and let's say the exchange rate was 430, all right, for instance, your $100 is actually 43,000 there. Today that it is 58, your $100 is now 58,000 there. So your $1,000 that was 430,000 naira in April or so, assuming that was the price, today it is 580,000. It's common sense. Why don't you begin to ask yourself, what can I do to earn in dollars? Now let me take you one step further. Why not think about, is there a currency that is stronger than dollar, that appreciates faster than dollar? Yes. The first cryptocurrency was born in 2009 and it hit the market in 2010. It was 1 cent. By the end of 2010, it became 10 cents. By 2021, 11 years after, in May, Bitcoin had hit $67,000. So yes, it goes up, it comes down, but overall, it is going up. But what we used to buy for $10 or $1 even for $100 in 2009, you probably, maybe $500 may not buy the same thing. I don't know, I've really not done the check, but if you take a look at the cost of the value, if you compare that with naira, you find that what we used to do, what was the exchange rate of naira to dollar in 2009 and today, 2021. So if you earn in cryptocurrency, you're actually going 2 steps higher. This is not about being stinkingly rich. This is not about being a multi-millionaire. This is not about materialism. This is not about selfishness or greed. This is about thinking about your personal economy and making decisions in a way that you can protect yourself and protect your family, your loved ones, and continue to provide for them. I don't know, I've not paid attention to gas for a long while. I think today or yesterday, I got this call, that okay, they needed to buy gas, the cooking gas is finished. Trust me, in my head, gas was still around 3,500 naira. So only for them to tell me that it's 7,000 naira for a 12-kilogram bottle of gas. Now, how many of us do our salaries grow that fast? I used to be an HR person for about 15 years. When we do salary review, many a times the salary review is up to like 20% tops. In some cases 10%, 5%. That's why you review people's salaries, and by the time they get the notification of the salary review, they're angry. Because what we try to do in the boardroom is basically try to say, what's the inflation rate? How far has inflation gone? What can we do so that our people can just to cushion the effect of inflation? Yes, because the owner of the company, his business is not about you getting comfortable. His business is about keeping the company afloat so that he can take care of the shareholders first before he even thinks about you, the employee. And so, why am I going through all of this? I think it's time for us to think and make decisions. So what we are offering to you is that we have a system that has helped people to grow $100, 36,000 naira from 2017 to 2021. They've grown their $36,000 to about 1.2 billion naira. 36,000 naira. And that's not because they did something magical. It's because they heard about certain assets, some company that was coming into existence. All right. In this case, the company was Binance, which is the biggest exchange, cryptocurrency exchange in the world. People heard about it and they decided to buy some of the tokens, which is more like in a traditional sense, buying the shares of the company, for want of a better explanation. And then because of the activities of the company, they grew. The value of the token grew, okay, along with the value of the company, okay. And people who invested as low as $100 when it was 3 cents. A token was 3 cents. They reaped when the token grew to about $677 for one token. You can imagine the growth. This is a company that has helped people from 2020, 13th of March, to invest as low as $100. And they did not invest with the company. They invested on their own. They had control over the money. And the money grew from $100, that's 36,000, to 18 million. In another case, within a month of a period of 1 year. Then there was another case, another asset, T-Fuel, that grew, the value grew, so that people who invested as low as $100 grew that 36,000 there, as it were, from 36,000 within a period of 1 year and 3 months to 37.4 million. Everything I've shared with you right now is verifiable. You can go to CoinMarketCap and check, or go to CoinGecko and check Binance. In 2017, how much was it? In May 2021, how much? Do the mathematical calculation and ask yourself, if I put my money there, if I had the information, if I got the information and I took my position and my money was there, would I have also made so much money? This is, again, not about making all the money in the world. It's about making smart decisions. The same calls are happening today as you watch this video right now. They will still be happening by tomorrow, by the day after. In the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, and the next 1 year, people will be coming up with their testimonies. All you need to do is simply 2 things. Listen to the information. Take a position. You don't have to be a technical guru. Get away from shiny objects. Get away from get-rich-quick schemes. Get away from scams. Get away from promoting things you don't really understand. Get away from giving your monies to people, and with the promise of giving you heaven and earth. Get away. Draw yourself, push yourself towards knowledge. Push yourself towards understanding what is happening in the blockchain space, in the cryptocurrency space. You don't have to be. I am completely not a technical person. My background is HR. All I know is training, talking like this. I'm not a technical person. All right. But I'm on a journey. Have I made all the money that I lost in 2018 or here and there? No, I haven't. But I'm on a journey and I'm confident. So you've got two choices. Either join me now and let's go on this journey together of knowledge, of impact and significance, or wait. I will come back and tell you this story. I thought I should just get back to you and get you to understand that, listen, if you're somewhere where you're involved in any of these things, all right, they will hurt you. I promise you they'll hurt you. All right, it's just a matter of time, because they did hurt all of us, and we paid dearly. Okay, so if this makes sense to you, if this video was sent to you by someone, get back to the person and say, I think I watched this video and it got to me from a human point of view. It got to my heart, and my mind and my heart, they sync together, and I want to learn some. And the person is going to tell you what to do. But if it was me, you get back to me. We have a robust training program and coaching program for people. Okay, mind you, what we do is not for people looking for daily bread. I keep saying this every time. It's not big out of pride. I'm saying if you focus on daily bread today, you look for it tomorrow, you look for it the day after. Why don't you look for a system that would help you to get out of that survival stage? Or why don't you look for a system, if you're comfortable already, that can help you to become more comfortable? Or if you're more comfortable already, will now help you to really impact the lives of other people. Of course, this is not for everyone, right? So, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and I really care about you. And I do hope that this sinks and this helps you to look forward to getting into the profit arena. What we're helping you to do is not give your money to anyone. Then take 100% of the profit. All you need to do is be in a community where quality information is passed. Then take a position like people took in 2017, 2018, 2019. I have a friend who grew $500 to 1.5 billion naira. That's like growing 180,000. I had the opportunity to do the same thing, but I allowed my emotions and my pain and my anger to push that aside. Don't be like me, all right? Don't be like me. So, I don't overanalyze things. Don't overanalyze things. Just go for it. Thank you very much, and I see you in the profit room. I could go on and on. I care about you, and we're ready to help you. So click on the link below. It could be left, right, on top, below. I don't know where you'll be watching this and at what time. Okay, but just get across to me or any member of my team. I will be willing to help you. One more thing, none of us will take a dime from you in order to do business for you. We are not in that space again. We're not going to do that for anybody. But we will show you everything that we know, so that together we can work together and get the info and take a position. But you have a choice. The other choice is to wait and watch us. Next 1 year, the next 2 years, we will come back to this conversation. But that's not my prayer for you. So, to the moon. Let's go together. Bye for now.